Welcome to the second question. That special place in the metaverse where we all together seek the highest common denominator. Now let's welcome our guides to those farthest corners of our minds. Pookie Amsterdam and Hydra Shafto.
Welcome to tonight's 40th edition of The Second Question, the quiz show to the stars. If you have an answer, we have a question. It was almost a year ago that we started the second question. For those of you who have been with us through this remarkable venture, whether you've just joined or have never missed a show, I appreciate it. This is a unique and powerful form of fun, learning, and immediate response. We, all of us, are incredible. I am Pookie Amsterdam, and this is Hydra Shafto.
Thank you, Pookie. It's also an hour of fast fingers, wit, and I always come away from the show knowing a little bit more than I did before.
Only a little bit, Hydra?
Well, you know, Pookie, I have written the Wolfopedia, so I have to say so. But I couldn't guess the secret word if I didn't have it here in front of me, and that puts me in the same league with the audience.
Well, none smarter there, Hydra.
Yes, the word. I bet you 500 lindens no one will guess it tonight.
Hydra, that's gambling. We can't do that.
Okay, how about a basket of cookies? You're taking to Grandma's then. Yes, people, we have this secret word. It isn't obvious.
I'm looking at my notes. Nope, the secret word isn't obvious.
If you guess it by typing out in local chats, I'll give you 500 lindens. Painfully.
They are legend, part of the fabric of our great second life. Brilliant sim managers who are bringing Meta Institute of Contemporary Astrophysics, great business visionaries, and great pioneers. They are, of course, a great example, all of what can be done with Second Life. Let's bring out tonight's panel. Our first panelist, he gives quite a bit to the world we inhabit, and through his insight and support of the education and learning scene here, and where you want to be seen, baby, he helped make the name of Second Life synonymous with advanced learning on all fronts. He is aptly named, and does us a great honor to grace the panel tonight. When you need to move towards the light, seek out the Pathfinder Linden. Welcome, Pathfinder.
Oh, thank you very much. It's great to be here. This is a lot of fun.
It's great to have you. You like waffles. Is there anything else you'd care to... Yeah, we love waffles.
I love waffles.
Is there... Yeah, maybe we could rename it the Waffle Dome.
I'd be here every night.
All right, well, that's the reason. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us that you like?
I like cats too. I have 3 cats.
Oh,
like
and
cats.
we have Cat is our mascot. So you're all right at home. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You're welcome.
She has a way with the stars. In fact, she's a sim manager for one of the hottest new places on Second Life, Stella Nova. And if that doesn't say bright, I don't know what does. Beautiful, intelligent, and helping to articulate the Meta Institute for Contemporary Astrophysics to us all. When you need a discussion about the future, seek out the incandescent Corey Tiger. Welcome aboard, Corey.
Hi, it's an honor.
So, you had an incredibly successful workshop this weekend on Stella Nova concerning education, learning, and science. What was your favorite part of that?
I believe it was when Pema spoke about his experiences through Second Life and expressed that very well towards his audience. And also spoke of information about OpenSims, which is also very informative.
Okay, thank you, Corey.
Oh my God, it has happened, and it has happened here tonight. Hydra, get out your wallet because
Oh no.
Archivist Llewellyn has said the secret word. It was hidden. Woo! That was great. Artemis,
That was quick.
We salute you. Yes, finally, you win a place in second question history. All right, and the rocket went off, and Hydra, you got to do it. All right. Our next panelist, wow, he has found much to be productive for here and is responsible to us as well, combining a brilliant business acumen with a spot-on instinct for who can get the message across. His BEAT, VIO, which stands for Virtual Innovative Opportunities, is having Sunday panel after panel, which is illuminating how we can get and bring and be the best of Second Life business-wise. Figure out the big picture on the small screen with Xander Newman. Welcome, Xander.
Thank you so much. So many words for such a simple guy. Thank you.
Oh, so simple. I bet. What do you have scheduled this weekend that you might want to let us know about?
We actually have 3 seminars this week, but this weekend I'm not sure. It's going to be a panel on some sort of area of expertise in business. I just don't know right now.
It's going to be a panel on humility, right?
Yes, thank you.
On being humble. All right, thank you, Xander.
In his name, but in his provenance. Yes, he had one of the very first shows on our network, SLCN TV, and so has seen the tide rise as what we're all sailing on. He is a leader and a visionary, and if you follow his Northern Star, I'm sure he'll lead you home. Be adventurous with Mark Twain White. Welcome aboard, Mark Twain.
Pleasure to be here.
So, what is your favorite Second Life quote?
What is my favorite Second Life quote? Well, would it be too presumptuous to say the quote that's in my profile?
Go for it.
Well, let me look up my profile here. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. My profile. Years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you don't do than by the things that you do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover, which was from the original Mark Twain.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to hear you say that. That's great. Again, this feels like history. Okay, our first question tonight for all the panelists, and I know you're ready for this, starting with Pathfinder, is what element of the periodic table do you most identify with, and why?
Oh, you've even got one up there. That's awesome. That's easy. It would be osmium. The element osmium.
Ooh, I love it. Why? That's an original. I think you're the first one.
It's the densest element. It's the densest element and is used for... It's strong, okay?
All right.
It's strong. It's used in alloys. It's osmium. It's like so under-acknowledged and under-loved as an element. And actually, one of the mainland regions, there's a mainland region named osmium. I named that region, so.
Ooh, I
My
love it.
favorite
You're
element.
strong like bulls, strong like Ozzy. All right, thank you. And Miss Corey Tiger, how about you? What's your favorite element?
I'd have to say titanium. It's fairly rare and difficult to obtain, light yet rather strong and versatile. It also produces my favorite color, white.
All right, and bright and beautiful like you. Thank you, Corey. Ooh, I love that. Okay, and now for Xander. There isn't an element that begins with VIO, so what is your element?
That would have to be hydrogen. It's all over the place, like myself, and I'd like to combine with other elements to create very interesting molecules. See what happens.
That's great. And of course, I am an atom, you are an atom, and together we make a molecule, and you join the very prestigious Hydrogen Club. Thank you very much, Xander. Some of our greatest panelists have been hydrogen. Okay, thank you. And now for Mark Twain White. How about you?
Well, Pookie, I was doing a little bit of light reading in the periodic table the other night, which I'm sure we all do from time to time, and I ran across number 70, ytterbium.
Ooh.
The reason I picked that one is, I'm involved in the sailing community, although I retired from racing 2 years ago in the SL sailing community. And this element, like me, reacts slowly with water.
All right, but obviously commands it. Indeed.
Okay.
All right, I heard that giggle. I heard that cute giggle. Okay, thank you, panel. Hats off to you. And now for Yay Me or Nay Me. Yes, it is a way to earn points by giving us the thumbs up or down.
You will receive your truth or falsehood, yea-us or nay-us, and win a point. Or not.
Okay, first question for you, Pathfinder. Water balloons inspired a revolution in firefighting with airplanes. Yay or nay?
I would say yay.
Yay! You're
Yay.
absolutely right. You get a point. A man
Yay.
was 3 stories up and walking, and his son still managed to hit him square in the head. A Boeing engineer said, "Why can't we be this accurate with water on fires?" And it did inspire new firefighting technology.
Question number 2 for Corey. The sloth, a mammal, moves so slowly that green algae can grow undisturbed on its fur.
True.
Ew.
That is
Yay.
true, and the algae is symbiotic in that it forms a camouflage for the sloth.
Wow. I can't think of anything else that moves that slow, Hydra. Okay, Xander, this question is for you. For beer commercials, they add liquid detergent to the beer to make it foam more.
It's true.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I don't think they advertise that. That's not like a reciprocal advertising thing. But yes, it's true. Great. Next
Yum,
question.
yum. Question number 4, and this is for Mark Twain. Drivers kill more hunters than deer.
Can I have Alexander's question? No. Okay. I would say yes.
No, it's the other way around, and, well, I've done it too.
Oh no. Can you mount a deer's head on your wall that you hit with a car?
Depends on what part of the deer you hit, Pookie.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Done. It's 50 miles an hour. Okay, Pathfinder, this question is for you. The weight of a
ready.
carrot, 200 milligrams, standard unit of measurement for gemstones, is based on the weight of a carob seed.
No. No way.
Yes! Wait!
No. No way.
Wait! Wait,
All
it was
right.
based on the weight of a carob seed. Okay.
Wow, that's cool.
And question number 6, and this is for Corey. The blue whale's tongue weighs more than an adult elephant.
Oh my God.
Yay.
That is true, and I assume the blue whale might be the lead singer in Kiss.
Oh, yeah. It's Happy Whales. Okay, Xander. When a person dies, the sense of taste is usually the last sense to go. You're right. The last sense to go is hearing. You get a point.
Now, how do you know that?
That's an interesting question.
Experiments, scientists
Yeah, them scientists, you know that.
in their lab coats.
Question number 8.
I have one under this suit.
Question number 8 from Mark Twain. People in nudist colonies play volleyball more than any other sport.
Okay, I'm going to Google this. Hold on a minute.
Turn safe search
Get off the
on.
villages!
Turn
Get off
safe
the
search
villages!
on.
I'm going to go with yes again.
That's actually true, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately if you've ever looked at the people that attend nudist colonies.
All right, next question. Pathfinder. England is bigger than the state of Florida.
No.
You're right. The state of Florida is bigger than England. You get a point. We stumped
Question
Joe, but-
number...
Go ahead, I'm sorry,
ahead.
Hydra.
Okay. Question number 10 for Corey. In the movie The Wizard of Oz, Toto the dog's salary was all the hamburger he could eat, while Judy Garland was $500 a week.
True.
That's actually a no. Toto actually was paid $125 a week.
But he probably got a lot of hamburger, too. And his own personal midget, I understand.
Ew.
Okay. I want the midget in my trailer now. Okay, Xander, Barbie, the Barbie doll, doesn't have a full name.
True.
No. Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts the third. No, it's just Barbara Millicent Roberts. No point.
And question number 12 for Mark Twain. In Australia, Burger King is called Royal Whopper.
Let's go back to my last answer. Was the answer true? I said yes on volleyball, and you said unfortunately that's true. Did I get it wrong?
You got the point there, yes. But
Okay.
in Australia, Burger King is called Royal Whopper.
I'm stuck on yes. I'm going to go with yes.
No, it's called Hungry Jack's.
It's called Hungry Jack's. Well, the Australians are notoriously not royalists. But anyway, let's look at the points when we get back, because now it's time for our first station break. Be right back. Don't go away.
Explore the wonders of chemistry at Aldrich Chemistry Island. Sigma Aldrich. We're everywhere there's science. RPGBomb.com. Social networking for gamers. Ride the bomb. It's a blast.
And welcome back, yes, to the second question where everything is happening tonight. Okay, let's look at the board. Pathfinder Linden, Corey Tiger, and Xander Newman are tied at 2, running neck and neck, while Mark Twain White is coming up right behind them with 1 point. Now it's time for our audience to play. They said, what? Audience Only competes for a limited edition prize by guessing who originated this famous quote. Please type it out in local chat.
The quote is, "The test of leadership is not to put greatness into humanity, but to elicit it, for the greatness is already there." And I'll repeat, the test of leadership is not to put greatness into humanity, but to elicit it, for the greatness is already there.
And one of our great mavens, the king of quotes, Silverwing Benoit, has said it. It is indeed James Buchanan. That sounds like a Scottish name, Buchanan. All right, great. Thank you, Silverwing. And now for the part of our show, I love this part of the show, called Mind Wrestling. Each panelist comes prepared. We love our panel and like them to have all the tools they need. Here, it is to have a question themselves. Makes sense, hey?
First panelist to guess correctly gets a point. If the panel doesn't guess, the questionnaire gets the point. We're adding up your points as we move to the grand finale. We're going to start with Pathfinder Linden. Go ahead, Pathfinder.
Okay, let's see. What was the first region in Second Life?
Ooh, not the cornfield. Ooh.
The first region, the very first region.
And panelists, press the buzzers when you think you know. Mark Twain?
How about the boom?
Yes, you are right. That was the first region. And it's still online, and actually the hardware that it was running on, we took it offline and it's in a box. It's in a velvet-lined box with glass on it.
And I actually used to have a house in
Saved the
Daboon.
hardware.
I lived there for
great.
over a year.
That's like in
Next
the
up.
museum.
Next up, we have Corey.
Well, there was once 9 thriving species of tiger. Today, only 6 of those species of tiger still exist. The Indo-Chinese tiger, the South China tiger, the Amur, or Siberian tiger, the Sumatra tiger, the Bengal tiger, and the Malayan tiger. What are the names of the 3 extinct species?
And press the buzzer if you think you know.
So we're looking for the
Tiger.
names of the 3 extinct species of tiger.
William Blake, I think, didn't write about.
No, it's
he
not
wrote about a
Tiger
little
1, 2, and
tiger.
3.
Or X-Tiger. X-Tiger. And it's not
It's not the
Snap,
Detroit
Crackle, and
Tigers.
Pop.
Dang,
love that.
that's a tough one. Come on.
Boy,
that's like
No.
3
You gotta have
questions
3 of
in
them.
there.
Yeah, it
on.
really
No,
is.
it's not.
How about 1?
It's not. Yeah, it's
The
not
mosquito
Tony the
tiger.
Tiger. My furry brothers are alive and well. Xander.
That would be the Balinese, Caspian, and Javan tiger.
Okay, Corey, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, congratulations.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dang.
and now we're moving on to Xander. Go ahead, Xander.
Okay, there is a distinct group of people, an ethnic group, related by language and, related by language and blood, that started in Taiwan and spread out throughout the Asian Pacific Rim, all the way to Madagascar. Right now, this group comprises of 150 million people in the world, all related. What is the name of this group?
Ooh.
Mark Twain.
SARS.
No.
Eh. 'Cause you- 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 'cause
150 million. That's a strong race.
Corey?
No.
Melanesians, no.
Well, I'm going to count down to 5. If nobody gets it, Xander gets the point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1. All right, Xander, tell us for
Okay,
the point.
that was very, very close, Corey. It's Austronesian.
Ooh.
Okay, thank you, Xander. Now we're moving on to Mark Twain. Go ahead, Mark Twain.
Well, my question is a science fiction question. In the first Star Wars movie, Episode 4 was the first one, what was the first spoken line in the movie?
Does anybody know? And I assume that would be the scene aboard the Corellian Corvette. Corey?
Help Obi-Wan. Help Obi-Wan.
No, that's not right.
I loved in the Star Trek question we had GNDN. What did that stand for on every exit? Goes nowhere, does nothing.
Xander?
Space, the final frontier.
Wrong whole universe, I'm afraid.
I love it. We're combining our Star Wars, our Star Trek wars. Okay, well, Mark Twain for the point. Oh, Pathfinder.
We promise that there's no Jar Jar in these movies anymore.
I love it.
Well, the most popular Star Wars toy ever sold was the Jar Jar punching bag.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Okay, what was the line, Mark Twain, for the point?
Well, someone's already Googled it. Did you hear that? They've shut down the main reactor. There's no. I think it's actually there's no escape for the princess this time. But someone's obviously Googled it. So, anyway, did you hear that? They've shut down the main reactor.
All right, well, they have not shut down our main reactor, not by a long shot. Thank you all. Let's now bring out the second vote. Yes, there are lots of things to make on Second Life, and books are one of them. While we might write a short story a day and some operas, let me tell you, the visuals are also very inspiring, and pictures to express what we see, do, and learn are part and parcel of our second day as well.
This is the second vote. Our panelists will have 2 to 3 minutes to bring you the next invention. Literally and figuratively. Then, when Pookie says vote, the audience will have 15 seconds to press the name of the person you support on the vote board. Just click on the person's name on the voting board and yours will be recorded.
Winner will get 4 points, next 3, next 2, and 1. In the case of a tie, the winners each get 3 points. Panel, you will each get to explain your answer to this. You have been given full rights to create any pop-up book in the world with an unlimited budget. What book do you make, and what is your favorite pop-up in it? Pathfinder.
That's a real tough one. There was a while ago I read a news story about this technology from Japan where they were able to print the, using a type of an inkjet printer, they were able to print the tastes of different types of sushi on this edible type of paper. And I remember when I saw that story, I always thought, wouldn't it be cool to have, like, if you could take it to the next level and you could make a pop-up book that you could eat, and each thing that would pop up would be a different dinner, you know? And if you could make it, you'd have to spend a lot of money on the technology to make the paper have a nice
Yummy.
texture and stuff like that. Yeah, and yummy. But you could like turn the page, and there's a deep dish Chicago pizza pop up, and then there's a turkey dinner pop up, and yeah, you could just do anything. And my favorite would be the waffles. You could have a whole waffle pop up.
Oh my God, a toaster, and then the waffles would pop up.
Or something, yeah, and you could just eat it. You could eat the whole book, or at least most of it.
Oh.
If they can invent edible underwear, they can invent
said
edible
unlimited
eggs.
funds.
That's
Unlimited
not your
funds.
pop-up book.
Unlimited funds, you could come up with like the type of rice paper or some kind of new paper type substance that would actually, have some kind of a neat texture or something. But
Oh, I love that. Thank you. That's great. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You're welcome.
And how about your book, Cory Tiger?
I also found that a very difficult question. I'm afraid mine isn't as creative, but I would probably do a pop-up autobiography. And my favorite page would show the Catskill Mountains range from New York.
That's great. All right. Thank you. Wow. Okay, and how about you, Xander Newman?
In keeping with my commitment to accessibility and the disabled, and making Second Life a great resource for them, I do a pop-up book showing the disabled with different, of different types, how Second Life is making a huge difference in the lives of people. And it'd be entitled Life Without Limits. And my favorite page will be one showing a person skydiving in Second Life. And it speaks to everybody.
And it also, people who are afraid of heights also get a lot out of that kind of activity too, because you can do it on Second Life. So it not only augments one's life, but also beats fear. That's great, Xander. Thank you. All right, and how you, Mark Twain? Mark? Mark?
Okay, am I there now? Okay.
Okay, now, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Loud and clear, baby.
Okay. I also would do, like Xander, I also would do a Second Life pop-up book, but it would be a bit different. It would be a guide for newbies, and it would be called Don't Do This. And each page would have a pop-up of a different typical newbie mistake that we've all made, like putting a box on your head or that kind of thing. But my favorite page in the pop-up book would be what happens when you dress by using a folder and an empty folder. That would be the pop-up.
Oh, all right. Well, audience, you have heard them. It is now time to vote. I guess your vote represents which book that you would buy. So, in 3 seconds, get ready to vote. 1, 2, 3. Open the voting. Just touch the board and touch the person's name. You get 1 vote each. And that is the way we do it. We do real touchscreen voting here on the second question. An opportunity to express yourself. And it's 10 seconds left. Pathfinder is in the lead. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. They are running neck and neck. And the voting is now closed. And I think that we have a tie between Pathfinder and Mark Twain White. So when we get back, congratulations. Great
A lot
books.
of hungry people out there. A lot of hungry people.
Oh,
A lot of people who have dressed by folders.
Yes,
I
a lot
love
of
that.
hungry people who have made mistakes.
all right. The voting actually closes with Mark Twain ahead by 1 point at 9, Pathfinder then with 8, and we will award the points. Alexander with 5 and Corey with 4. When we get back, that scoreboard is going to look a lot different. So, we're going to take our next station break. Stay right where you are, because when we come back, Avataro. Avataro. Be right back.
Explore the wonders of chemistry at Aldrich Chemistry Island. Sigma Aldrich. We're everywhere there's science. RPGBomb.com. Social networking for gamers. Ride the bomb. It's a blast.
Welcome back to the second question. And now it's time for the Type A personality game. We love to play. We call it Avataro E. Avataro. Panelists against each other. All right, and now you all have been pre-tested on the buzzers. First question. It is the science fiction fanzine convention held each spring in North America and once in Britain. It is named after a slang term for the correction fluid used in mimeograph printing, a common way to produce fanzines before the arrival of low-cost photocopying and online fanzines. What is this convention called? And the hint in there is named after correction fluid. It's a science fiction fanzine convention. No, it's not the Hectograph or Gen Con or Whiteout or Plasma Gun. I don't know, Hydra, do you think we should give it to them?
I think so. I don't think anyone's going to get it.
All right.
No idea.
It's called Core Flu. After correction fluid, Core Flu, a science fiction fanzine convention.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Sure, now you know it.
Yeah, right, Mark. Come on.
All right, question number 2. Ovid wrote this as a burlesque satire on didactic poetry, while claiming, "I taught Cupid everything he knows." Ovid heartily offers lore of great potency to his eager disciples. He advises that, if one is accompanying a lady to the horse racing in the Circus Maximus, one should gallantly brush the dust from her gown, and, if there isn't any dust there, brush it nonetheless. A young man should promise the moon to the object of his affections in letters. Even a beggar can be rich in promises. A small woman, meanwhile, would be better advised to receive her suitor lying down, but should make sure that her feet are hidden under her dress, so that her true size is not disclosed. What was this poem in 3 books called?
And that was because we just had Valentine's Day this week.
Okay, Xander, go ahead.
Ars Amatoria.
That is correct, the Ars Amatoria.
Well done. I just wanted to hear Hydra say, "I taught Cupid everything he knows."
Well, I did.
All right. Next question. The empiricists believe that knowledge is acquired through experience alone, but the rationalists maintain that such knowledge is open to doubt, and that reason alone provides us with knowledge. This man argued that using reason without applying it to experience will only lead to illusions. While experience can be purely subjective, he was responsible for one of the most important mathematical, scientific, and astronomical discoveries in the history of the world, namely the discovery of the retardation of the rotation of the Earth, for which he won the Berlin Academy Prize in 1754. From this he concluded that time is not a thing in itself, determined from experienced objects, motions, and change, but rather an illusion of the human mind that preconditions possible experience. I love that time illusion. Then why am I late all the time? Who was this man? Yes, Mark Twain White.
Kant?
Yes, Immanuel Kant. Very good. Thank you.
Good job, Mark. Question number 4. This robot's brain grows in size as its physical complexity increases. The multi-legged robot has a neural net software that grows by assigning new neuron clusters on top of existing structures as new limbs are attached. An incremental evolutionary algorithm gives it the ability to add new parts to its brain. The artificial intelligence engineer and his colleagues at the Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen have arranged for the robot to evolve in hours. It accomplishes in this short time what animals have done over hundreds of millions of years. Who is the lead engineer on this project?
A robot that evolves like an animal right before your eyes.
And as a hint, he has a proper Scottish name, because I know Pookie likes those.
Aberdeen, yes. From Aberdeen.
Corey.
Christopher MacLeod? MacLeod? I don't know how to pronounce it.
That's right, Christopher McLeod.
Oh, wonderful, Corey. Isn't that amazing? Okay, thank you. Okay, next question. Yeah, I love that. In philosophy, this is the study of the nature of being, existence or reality in general, as well as of the basic categories of being and their relations. Traditionally listed as a part of the major branch of philosophy known as metaphysics, it deals with questions concerning what entities exist or can be said to exist, and how such can be grouped, related within a hierarchy, and subdivided according to similarities and differences. What is it? What field of study is this? And actually somebody said this on Monday at the workshop at Micah. Yes, Corey?
Quantum mechanics?
No, someone in the audience, a few people in the audience have said it.
Metaphysics?
Mark Twain.
Ontology.
Yes, it is indeed ontology.
Question number 6. 38 travelers had already made reservations for the first flight, which is scheduled for 2012. The journey of 4 days, at a distance of 300 miles from the Earth, will cost each guest $4.46 million US. Yes, it is a planned luxury resort holiday in space, where guests will experience all the wonders of intergalactic travel, including weightlessness, meditative conditions, and amazing views of planet Earth. The price may seem steep, but it includes an 18-week intensive astronaut training program prior to the journey, and, of course, the 4 days in space. What is this out-of-this-world luxury hotel called? Mark Twain.
Galactic Suites.
Galaxy Suite Project? Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, yes. What an adventure. And it's only 4.4 million.
Sign me up.
And yeah, and a +1. Okay, and as the economy tightens for most, the rich get richer. The world's most expensive penthouse, world's largest LED screen, Atlantis Hotel with $1.5 billion development cost and home of 65,000 marine animals. And of course, Hydropolis, the world's largest and deepest underwater luxury hotel. This could only happen in one place on Earth. Where is it? Pathfinder.
Dubai.
You better believe it, in Dubai. Don't get me started. Next question, Hydra.
Question number 8. You might have thought Professor Erno Rubik, the creator of the Rubik's Cube, might have rested on his laurels. and the piles of money the puzzle surely earned him. But no, Erno has been busy churning out a variety of puzzles over the years, but none has captured the imagination of the world quite like his ubiquitous cube. He's hoping to change that with his latest creation. What is it called?
I love it. Not Rubik's Revenge.
Pathfinder.
Rubik's Sphere?
What do you think, Pookie? It sounds good.
Oh, give him the point, but tell him
Okay.
what it's.
Yes, it's the Rubik's 360, and I assume that also means sphere. And you know, I solved the Rubik's Cube too. I just peel the stickers off and put them on the proper places.
I'm gonna have to get. Yeah, right. There you go. I saw that trick. I was like, oh my God, how did you do that? Some man in the subway. All right, ready for question number 9. When Twain, the real Mark Twain, was 11, his father died of pneumonia. The next year, he became a printer's apprentice. At 12, he became a printer's apprentice. In 1851, he began working as a typesetter and contributed articles and numerous sketches for a journal owned by his brother Orion. Twain had foreseen the death of his younger brother in a detailed dream a month earlier, which inspired his interest in parapsychology. He was an early member of the Society of Physical Research. I think that's amazing. The father of American literature was born in what state? Mark Twain.
It's Missouri.
Yeah, it was the Show Me State. All right.
Of course he's going to get that one right. Come on.
But wait, Edmund says it was Hannibal. He was not born in Hannibal. He was not born in Hannibal, Missouri, like most people think.
Okay,
All
question number 10. It is something of a competitor to Second Life, and was recently mentioned in the Micah workshop over the past weekend, a web-based place for complete virtual environment for program and project management where you can share PowerPoint, Microsoft Docs, and Excel. Talk, gesture, sketch are its buzzwords. What is this poor man's Second Life called?
It's not Club Penguin.
Hobo something.
It runs in a browser, did you say?
Hobo
Yes,
City, maybe?
it does run in a browser. Corey?
Hobo City?
No, that's not correct.
Talk, gesture, sketch are its buzzwords.
I think it's based on the Ruby architecture.
I think Corey pushed the buzzer again, did she?
I don't think so. Okay,
Xander.
Xander.
Cobalt.
No, it's not Cobalt.
Do you think it was fair calling a poor man Second Life?
Don't know. It's got its uses, definitely. Corey? Corey?
Live Spaces or OpenSim?
No, that's not correct. I think we should give it to him, Pookie.
Yeah, let's give it to them. Quack Forum. Quack.
Too late.
Oh, that's right.
Q-U-W-A-Q. Q-W-A-Q. Quack Forum. All right. Next question.
But it doesn't run in a web browser, I don't think. Does it? Oh, well.
I think it does, but I'm not sure.
I mean, I gotta say, you know, it's a poor man's Second Life. There are no wolves there. All right, he was burned. He was burned at the stake. Yes, and Club Penguin for your next business meeting. He was burned at the stake for his beliefs in science during the Inquisition. At the end of his 7-year trial, 7-year trial. He said, "Perhaps you, my judges, pronounce this sentence against me with greater fear than I receive it." He also asserted that the stars in the skies were really other suns like our own, around which orbited other planets. There is no room in his stable and permanent universe for the Christian notions of divine creation and last judgment. He was an Italian philosopher, best known as a proponent of heliocentrism and the infinity of the universe. In addition to his cosmological writings, he also wrote extensively on memory and mnemonic techniques. Who was this 16th century martyr for science? Yes, Mark Twain.
Well, I'm torn between two now, and I'm going to go with Giordano Bruno.
Yes, Giordano Bruno, our first martyr for science.
Question number 12. They have just completed the first draft of the Neanderthal genome, and no, it will not be cloned. The researchers discovered ancient DNA of Neanderthals by extracting the DNA from the femur bone of a 38,000-year-old male Neanderthal specimen from a cave in Croatia. The Neanderthal genome is about the size of a modern human genome, and according to preliminary sequences, modern human and Neanderthal DNA appear to be 99.5% identical. Although new results suggested that adult Neanderthals were lactose intolerant, what institute just announced this?
And he was one of, the institute is named after one of Pookie's big crushes.
You want to give him a hint, Pookie?
Our bear is named after him.
Xander.
Giordano Bruno?
No, Giordano's my crush this week.
He's already had his moment of glory.
No, give it to them, Hydra.
Okay,
Oh no,
it
Pathfinder!
is...
Pathfinder!
Go ahead, Pathfinder.
The Bonsai Institute, like in the movie Buckaroo Banzai. Remember that institute? They could figure
No,
that
I
out.
don't think it has
They
anything
could
to do with
totally figure that
bonsais.
out. If they wanted to, they could do it.
It's the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology, and it's located in Germany.
All right, next question. The idea that the Amazon is not an untouched wilderness, but the product of extensive management by large human populations, yes, sharply contrasts with views that the region was sparsely populated by tribal groups who peacefully coexisted with an apparently hostile environment. In 2006, reports emerged of something found in the Amazon basin. It's comprised of 127 blocks of granite, 10 feet high, standing upright in even circles in an open field and crown a grassy hill. Based on ceramic fragments found nearby, archaeologists believe this build is between 500 and 2,000 years old. Its alignment with the December solstice leads archaeologists to believe the site was once an astronomical observatory and that they may be looking at the remnants of a sophisticated culture. What did they call this find? What was this find called? Blocks of granite, solstice, set in a circle. Yes, Corey.
Stonehenge in Amazon?
Yes, the Amazon Stonehenge. Exactly. Very good.
That's not very original. I could name it something totally different.
Yeah, but it was like a much more sophisticated culture, an advanced culture than we've been led to believe. Who knows what's in there?
Scientists
Okay,
would never
Hydra.
call it that. It'd have its own name. The marketers
Question
would
number-
call it that.
Question number 14. The word Ansible was coined by her in 1996 novel Rokinon's World, and she states that she derived the name from answerable, as the device would allow its users to receive answers to their messages in a reasonable amount of time, even other interstellar distances. An Ansible is a hypothetical machine capable of superluminal communication. Superluminal communication is the term used to describe the hypothetical process by which one might send information at faster than light speeds. The term has been borrowed by many science fiction writers. Who coined the phrase? Mark Twain?
Ursula K. Le Guin.
Damn, you're smart. Yeah, okay,
Very
that's
good.
it.
That's
I just know how to read.
indeed. And this is a faster than type kind of world we live in. Whoa! But Ansible, yes, coined by Ursula Le Guin. I think that that is it. We have a clear winner. The show's almost over. Thank you. Our winner of tonight's show, our 40th episode, is our one and only Mark Twain White.
Congratulations, Mark Twain.
Congratulations, Mark Twain.
Congratulations, man.
I couldn't have done it without that question about Missouri.
That wasn't fair. You are Mark Twain. It's like asking you where you live. You know?
Where were you born? Where were you really born, Mark
Where was
Twain? Do you mind
Pathfinder
my
Lyndon
asking?
born?
Well, I was hoping someone would type it because I'm blanking, but it's a small town not far from Hannibal. Did anyone Google it? It's like, I want to say Florida, Missouri, or Paris, Missouri. Or, yeah, Florida, Missouri. Thank you, crap.
All right, and there it is, Mark.
Tonight, who originated this famous quote?
Real generosity toward the future lies in giving all to the present. And I'll repeat that. Real generosity toward the future lies in giving all to the present. And Jackie Rexon, yes, our
Wow,
queen
that
of
was quick.
quotes. Camus, the great writer Albert Camus. So our winners tonight are the historical king and queen, Silverwing Benoit, and Jackie Rexon. And yes, it was Albert Camus. Oh, Hydra.
Well, are you going to give me all your presents?
I gave it the Studio Dome.
Indeed you did. And you do, Pookie.
Oh, Hydra, so do you. And I'm so glad this time is now.
Me too, Pookie. Glad to ride with you as well.
You too, beautiful. Okay, thank you all for this wonderful evening. Yes, stay tuned to the Studio Dome where we will see you next week at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, home to the Dome. Tonight I wish a happy birthday to Dagger Zapatero, father of Planky the Science Bear.
And our eternal thanks to Rob Wagsuser and Directrix to the Stars, Exis Delacroix, and Pet Love Pet Shop, who is handling stage duties. And special thanks to our guru, Paradox Olbers, and thank you, panel.
Thank you, panel. You guys are great.
Thank you. This was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yay. And thank you all for coming, audience. Remember, this show will be available tomorrow on iTunes. Either go to iTunes or search for the second question, or go to SLCN TV, follow the podcast link, and subscribe from there. And a shout out to my girl, Rebecca. And thank you, Hydra.
Thank you, Pookie.
And good night, Mr. Rosedale, wherever you are.